Ram Krishna Hari. We offer our namaskars at the feet of Lord Vitthal and all the Varkari saints. In the previous section of Sant Muktabai Charitra, we had a narration of the biography, a brief biography of Sant Namdev. We also learnt how he got initiated by Guru Visoba Khetsar, and under his guidance, Sant Namdev returned to Pandharpur and started serving the Lord with his kirtan, bhajan, abhang and so many other ways of devotion. Lord Vitthal knew that Namdev was, in fact Lord Vitthal himself had planted Namdev as a part of a divine strategy of a very great movement called the Vari or the Bhakti movement. On the other side at Arandi, Jnaneshwar Mauli Maharaj was getting restless because he felt that his mission was looked upon by people as only to revive dead people or make a buffalo recite the Vedas or bring water into those areas which were barren. So he felt that this was not his mission. His mission was upliftment of people to the spiritual level, and somehow that was not getting done. The entire thing was revolving only around miracles, like we also saw in one of the episodes how he along with his brethren could even make a wall, an inanimate object, move. So here he was getting restless because he knew his real mission was something else, and that was to start a movement called the Varkari Sampradaya or the Vari. A Vari is the annual pilgrimage which devotees make to any pilgrim place, and in this case we're talking about Pandharpur. But before we go into how Mauli made his mission successful, let's go back to a time where this movement was initiated. Centuries back, all of us have heard about Bhakta Pundalik. So Pundalik was the only son of his parents, and after he got married, he was so caught up with his material lust towards his wife that he neglected his parents. His parents realized this, they were pious people, and they did not want to create a rift between the son and daughter-in-law. And so they wisely decided that they would go on a pilgrimage to Varanasi and asked Pundalik whether he and his wife would like to accompany them. Pundalik was only too eager to do so because he wanted to be with his parents, but his wife was a little ill-tempered woman and she refused to go along with them. After a lot of coaxing by Pundalik, she agreed to accompany the parents under the condition that she would not serve them at all. She said, I'll come along with you, but I'm not going to serve you because I am not interested in any service to you people. She found these old people as a burden on her life. This being the condition, the four anyway set out to go to Varanasi. At Varanasi, they waited at a ashram which belonged to Kukut Rishi. Pundalik saw that at the ashram, when the sage was busy in his meditative practices, there were three ladies who looked divine, but they were completely soiled and dirty. And they were serving the ashram inmates as well as the rishi. They were sweeping the courtyard, they were trying to wash the vessels, they were also filling up water. So Pundalik was wondering, these ladies look divine, but why are they so soiled and dirty? So out of curiosity, when he asked the three ladies, Mate, who are you three? You look to be divine, but why are you looking so soiled also? You are looking so dirty. That is, you have so much of mud and so much of dirt which is stuck to you all that it is hiding the radiance on your divinity. The three ladies introduced themselves as Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. And they told him that they were actually divine and pure, but because of sinners like Pundalik, who did not care for their parents, who never served their parents, in spite of all this sin, they would come to the Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati and take a dip, thinking that they have cleansed themselves of all the sins which they had accumulated over the years. Hearing this, Pundalik regretted about his neglecting his parents, and so he made up his mind that he would take care of his parents, he would look after them and serve them till the end. Though he displeased his wife, he realized that service to parents was more important than anything else. It is said that after this realization, Pundalik decided to return back to Pandharpur with his parents and wife. He was serving his parents wholeheartedly, and during one such occasion, when he was pressing his father's feet, Pandurang, who had come down on earth for two reasons. One, it was the beginning of Kali Yuga, and he knew that there needed to be a certain movement to put people on the righteous path. And secondly, as mythological stories tell us, he came in search of his wife Rukmini, Rakhumai as we call her, because she was angry with him for a certain reason. So when he came to Pandharpur, he realized that there is one particular bhakta, a devotee called Pundalik, who serves his parents and thinks that that is the ultimate service that one can do to God. So pleased was Vitthal with this Pundalik's behavior that he comes at his doorstep and calls out to him and says, Pundalik, I am Vitthal, I am waiting for you here, please come out and meet me. Pundalik says, you may be Vitthal, but I am pressing my father's feet at the moment, and if I leave it or disturb him, he may wake up from his sleep, and I do not want to do that. I have made a vow that I will serve my parents till the end. So, if you want, you can wait there till I finish my service. Saying so, Pundalik throws a brick, which is in Marathi it is called as a wheat. So he throws a brick towards the door and asks Vitthal to stand on it and wait there till he finishes his work. So Vitthal is waiting on that brick with his hands on his waist, and that is the deity which we see at Pandharpur as Lord Vitthal. He is called Vitthal because he is standing on the wheat. Wheat means the brick. He is waiting for Pundalik to finish his service. At that time, Pundalik says that I need a small favor from you. If you have come here to grant me a boon, I need a small favor from you. Vitthal says, tell me, I am pleased with your devotion towards me and your service to your parents. What is it that you want? So Pundalik says, whoever comes here to Pandharpur, whatever sin they may have done, they may be sinners, they may be noble people, whatever they may be, the moment they step into Pandharpur, you will relieve them of their miseries and uplift them. Vitthal says, okay, it's a promise I give you. And so he is waiting on that brick at Pandharpur for devotees to come so that they can get uplifted. And the condition here, like how we have an amnesty scheme in the government policies, so the scheme here is you may be a sinner, you may be a good noble person, but the moment you come to take darshan of Vitthal, all your sins will be washed off and you will be spiritually uplifted. This is a promise Vitthal has made. He is waiting there on the brick, waiting for devotees to come. But it is seen that he has been waiting for so many years, but very sparse devotees actually come there. And that is why, if you know, in one of the artis to Lord Vitthal, Yuge 28 Vitevari Ubha. Yuge 28 means the 28th yuga. Many people confuse it as he is waiting for 28 yugas. No, he is waiting in the 28th yuga for devotees to come. He is waiting there on that brick, and so it is Yuge 28 Vitevari Ubha. And he is waiting there for devotees. He has even kept his displeased wife Rakhumai away from him, because such is his love. He is a Bhakta Vatsala. So such is his love towards his devotees that he does not even care about his wife. And that is why when you visit Pandharpur, you will realize that Vitthal is different location and Rakhumai is at a different location. So this was what Vitthal was waiting for devotees to come to him. But it was found that few devotees landed up, and that too on a few Ekadashis and on Kartik and Ashadi there would be a few more devotees taking his darshan. But this is not what he wanted. He wanted the upliftment of devotees because it was the beginning of Kali Yuga. For this reason, he had come in the form of Jnaneshwar Mauli so that he could uplift people spiritually, at least in that yuga, that is in that particular century. Mauli belonged to the 13th century. So knowing his mission and remembering his mission, Mauli has got restless now at Arandi because he realized that in spite of Vitthal himself waiting for devotees, devotees are not coming to him in large numbers. He said something is required to bring them in large numbers to Pandharpur, and that is why he started with the yatra, that is the Dindi yatra, or it is also called as the Ashadi and Kartiki Wari. So this Wari becomes an annual pilgrimage to this place on both these occasions of Ashadi as well as the Kartiki Ekadashi. Jnandev Mauli started this pilgrimage and he was joined by saints from so many different places, and we will not be surprised to hear that even Kabir from Varanasi was a part of this Sant Mirava, that is a gathering of saints. What exactly happened that made Mauli go ahead with this particular Varkari Sampradaya, and what were the principles of this Varkari Sampradaya, we will see in the next session of Sant Muktabai Charitra. Till then, Ram Krishna Hari.